Hello, everyone. This is Camilo Restrepo Vallejo. I'm doing work with my classmates, Andra Herrera, Escobar, Alex Diaz, and we go to speak about the two civilizations, culture and Western culture. Different topics, characteristics, the positive and negative things, the traditions and other things. We go to say uh, things about the Easter culture. My classmates Alejandra and Cristian Camilo Restrepo Vallejo. And the classmates Alejandro y Andrea go to speak about the Easter culture, the positive aspect and the negative aspects of the Western culture. And we go to speak and we go to start with the topic. My classmate Alejandra, we go to explain about the West.
Good evening. My name is Julia Alejandra Gudelo. Um, I study foreign languages with an emphasis on English. Today, I am going to talk about Western the culture. And Western cultures prefer direct, explicit communication and emphasis individual opinions and assertiveness. Um, On the contrary, Eastern cultures tend to favor indirect communications based on non-verbal symbols. Preservations of ancestral customs, some of which have uh, existed for thousands of years. On the other hand, some currents of Western thought supports the idea of progress. Eastern culture perfects its necessary to be blinded by its main state. The big difference is that while one is collectivist, the other perfect individualism. The woman of Eastern civilization was responsible for household, caution, caring for the children, caring for the sick, and assisting in childbirth. Currently, Western countries have used family freedom as a weapon to put pressure on century countries, contrary Islamic ones. The woman Eastern civilization did not enjoy the social and political status that was offered to men. Women were subordinated first to their fathers, then to their husbands, and finally, if we wrote, to their children. The role of women to their husband discriminated and restricted in their freedoms and rights, which in generally attributes their religious beliefs.
Hi, cordial greeting. Hi, everyone. I am Andrea Escobar. I belong of the grade for language and English. I am a student of the University of NAP. Um, I am semester 5, and actually, I am English English 4. Okay, I do say the civilization IMSIR. And support praise the civilization. My face critique due to several negative aspects at the classroom classmate Julia Alejandra. Okay. Indirect communication. The preference indirect communication can cause misunderstanding and make problem solving difficult. Other is subordination women, the attainment of tradition, roles, and the restriction of freedom to women perpetuate gender discrimination. Other is definition based or religion obedience, justify discrimination against women religions ground the autonomy and perpetuate patriarchal structure. There is another argument to defend inter civilization. Global economic situation. Containment, commercial, and the Eastern civilization have historically center of trade and the efficiency growth facilitated the exchange of goods and sectors, exported, creating and global economic network. Culture and spiritual values. Temperament, mythology, and spirituality claim the philosophical and spiritual traditions have influenced the exiled were evident Buddhism, Confucian, Daoism, other Eastern philosophies have inspired different thoughts, treaties, and spiritual practices around the world. Technology and scientific innovation. Containment leaders in millennial innovation claims civilization have made significant contributions to science and technology. Evidence from the invention of paper and the compact to recent development in information technology. Now, grandparent to power the civilization is Alejandro.
Okay, my partners aspect are positive. However, I think that Western civilization is better because it leaves us many um, legacy and include Greek philosophy, racial songs, Roman lay, Latin, and Christian diet.
Hi, my name is Edwin Diaz. From my point of view, Western culture has tended to belittle and marginalize ancestral knowledge, in indigenous traditions, and different cultural perspectives. This has led to a loss of wisdom and the middle of view of the world. On the other hand, Oriental culture of many positive points. Eastern culture has encouraged a long-term focus on the economy with an emphasis on stability and sustained growth. Countries like China and Japan have somehow strategic planning and investment in education and technology to lead to robust economic development. Eastern societies value collectivity and common well-being, which is reflected in strong social support systems and low crime rate. The importance of family and community networks provide a social safety net that benefits the social fabric. The rich history of Eastern culture, with its philosophy such as Confucianism and Buddhism, has contributed to a legacy of resiliency and adaptability. These traditions have great Eastern societies to the challenge and challenges, maintaining a unique cultural country. The Asian tigers model it is an example of how Eastern culture can quickly adapt to the demands of the global market, achieving accelerate economic growth and a social transformation. Although political practices vary, many Eastern countries have achieved a balance between a trained system and programmism, which has allowed political stability and the efficient implementation of public policies, although to the cost of certain individual freedoms. Next, my colleague will give his opinion.
Well, speaking about the topic about the Easter culture, as my classmate Alejandro says, however, this culture has so many things negative. Uh, not all is positive. There are so many negative as in all things, and I will say some of those. Uh, in first one, at times, the Easter culture has been criticized for being traditionalist and resistant to the change. The people is so resistant to the change. Uh, for example, to the new culture, new traditions, well, uh, these things. For example, the modern challenges. They for they is difficult to affront the new challenges. Additionally, to this, in some Eastern societies, rigid social norms can result in discrimination and inequality, especially for minorities. The small groups can its isla are mm, for the rigid socials are discriminated, uh, and for this reason, it's not a good aspect of this culture. It's also important to know that cultural diversity within Eastern cultures is significant, and these generalizations uh, may not apply to all societies in the region. Uh, some countries can't do it, and some countries can't to do it. Not all are included in this list. Uh, in the second, the social rigidity. Some Eastern societies have strict social norms that limit individual freedom, especially regarding gender roles, as the woman, the man, the difference between the gender. Um, for example, the North to one women. Not all, no are the same to one man. The man can be more things. The women can't do it. The same things, and this is so negative, so negative. And other aspect is the academic pressure. Countries like Korea and Japan have a culture of high academic pressure from a young age. leading to stress among students and affecting their emotional well-being. That's affect in the emotional behavior of the people of the students because they start to studying so much young uh, since small ages. Uh, to affect to the behavior. Other aspect is the work. For example, in the work culture, in this way, the people is practically obligated to to do certain things so bad as long work journeys. In our culture, we can't to see it as normalized as it culture. Other aspect is other aspect that I think in this culture that are a big number of suicides, and I consider that one reason can be it the pressure to work and the pressure to study. Other aspect is the cultural conservatism. Certain Eastern cultures can be conservative in terms of moral or of social values, making it difficult to accept diversity and inclusion of individuals who do not fit traditional norms. The new groups of genders, the people that consider with a non-binary of the LGBT group of other groups. And then this cultural conservation is so close to these people. Other aspect is the rigid hierarchies in some Eastern societies. The social and power hierarchies are pronounced, limiting social mobility and equal opportunities for all citizens. Lack of freedom of expression. Those topics uh, are important because they affect the life quality of the society. There are limitations on freedom of expressions and human rights. In some countries, they are not considered important the human rights as in our culture. It's not so important because they have more traditions and other things more of all years, so many years uh, before. Mm, well, in this moment, I will speak about the positive aspects of my culture that I choose. For example, the Western cultures, the rato- rationalism. Sorry for the word. The rationalism emphasizes the importance of reason and logic in understanding the world. For example, to understand the other cultures, the other countries, the other languages, and also use the logic. Um, Its roots go back in the Enlightenment period, before, during which it became a way to break from traditions and promote progress. It's a central value of Western culture and continues to guide decisions making it in most fields today. Inclusive, there is this health in the days of today. The Christianity is based on the teachings of Jesus Christ, and it has played a defining defining role in the moral and ethical values of Western culture. So many people is Christianity, and they have so many values of Jesus Christ. It's also shaped the development of Western law, governance, um, and the way people live. Christianity also significantly impact Western art, literature, and cultural practice. Other aspect is the democracy, as we can to see in the other culture. It's so close in the Western culture is open to different way to think. To take decisions for the people for many people, no, not only for one people, for one person. Democracy enables the public's participation in decision making and protects the rights of individuals. As for example, our country, we can to vote for one representative of all. It originates in ancient Greece, although the democracies of today are different, since their representative democracy is built on the idea of political equality. That search the equality. The people have the same opportunities to do different things. For example, in the study, in the work, etc., etc. Um, Natural rights. The natural rights are the presumed rights people are born with. The concept intends to preserve the fundamental individual freedoms of individuals, irrespective of nationality, race, religion, etc. This idea also originate during the Enlightenment in the wars of Jacques Rousseau and John Locke. Well, in the education is so important. It's so important to this culture because it's the value that highlights the importance of acquiring knowledge for both personal and professional developments. Western culture delivers education formally with a focus on structured institutions, as for example in our country, different universities as the Universidad Nacional, Universidad del Tolima, etc., etc. Schools and other institutions based on established and systematic body of knowledge. Other aspect is not for complete positive, but it's important. The mass media. The mass media discriminates information throughout media outlets like TV, radio, and the internet. It had its roots in the 12th century when technology revolutionized communication by providing a platform to exchange ideas. It serves as a key pillar of democracy. And despite criticisms about its bias, it remains a central value. Well, to finish with my ideas about the cultures, I have some difference and similarities between this. The cultural difference, the cultural norms. In the Western and Eastern civilizations have different cultural norms and expectations regarding women's role, family structures, and society values. About the progression timeline, the timeline of women's progressions in Western and Eastern civilization has varied. Western countries often experience earlier, earlier and more rapid changes in gender roles. And the similarities are the gender inequality. Um, that's a negative aspect for for both cultures. Both Western and Eastern civilizations have faced historical gender inequality, where more women were often disadvantaged in terms of rights, opportunities, and representation. It is some that we need to change as a teachers, as professors in our career. We need to teach to our students to give importance to both genders, and to understand the other. Well, that's my participation. I hope you like it. Bye bye. See you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. See you later.